Hi, everybody. This is davidskarica. So it looks like we're finally breaking out on gold today. This is March the 4th, by the way. And we can see that gold is breaking out here above 2100. Now, the intraday reversal we saw in early December was around 2150. And that happened overnight when gold spiked and then moved higher. So now gold is now back up to those levels and now breaking out on the closing level. So I think now we're really going to move above the 2100 level here. And I think this is finally the breakout. And it's kind of what I've been saying. Now, it happened a little earlier than I thought. I thought it maybe might not occur till April or March or April or May. But, we're going into that Fed potential interest rate cut cycle, which looks like will start in May or June, probably June, and gold usually goes up. And we don't need a lot of interest rate hikes or cuts. Sorry, I've said this over and over again. Like everyone's disappointed because now there's not going to be 6 cuts. There's only going to be 3 cuts. But in 2019 and 1995, the Fed cut 3 times, like 75 basis points total, and gold stocks roared, and stock market did well too. So I think that basically, we're at a 65% chance here of a rate cut, or 66% chance here. Because remember, this 14% is a chance of 2 rate cuts. So essentially at least 65% of 1 rate cut by June. And July, again, what happens, it gets moved to July? Who really cares? July is basically getting to the point where it's almost 100% now. It's 88%. And then we go to the end of the year of December. Remember, right now the Fed funds is 525 to 550. And again, it's almost like 80% that it's going to be 450. And if you actually take this, it's like 50-50, it will be 425. So we're talking basically 75 is baked in and 100 is 50-50. And I know it's gotten pushed back, but I think the market got too aggressive more than anything else. So we can see this here, and we can see once we break out of this huge kind of sideways pattern, let's go back 10 years because it's very similar to where gold was at 1400. Gold at 1400, you can see here, very similar. We call it trading in a box. So let's quickly draw the box. Trapped in a box. So you can see that 1400, and boom, gold broke out, went up, for essentially another year, from about another 14, 15 months, and really, held up into early 2022. So basically this was like about where we are now, spring of 2022. And then it did that here. And then we can see here, to a lesser extent, smaller boxes back here in 2007 and in 2008, 9. So we don't know how longer it can go. Again, 2007, when it happened for the next year, and gold went to about 1,000 after breaking 700. That's 50% move roughly. Then gold here, after breaking 1,000, so went to 1,900 and went up for really about 2 years and went up 90%. After this breakout, we went up for about 14 months and went up 50%. So I would think that because it's kind of like the 2008, 2009 scenario, because gold is breaking out to new all-time highs, I think that this could be like a 2-year move that takes us to 3,000 to 4,000 on gold. I'm just uploading so you can really see that here. So you can see these similar kind of trading patterns. And there's actually there's a saying called "the longer the base, the more the space." So the one thing has been frustrating, because 1, 2, 3 times gold has come off this 2,100, but when it's moved higher, so when it does move higher, because it's been this big base and resistance level, it should move higher faster. So that's the good thing about it. And one reason I think this move was so huge is that gold's all-time high was like 850, which was hit in 1980. And then the financial crisis kind of smashed it below that. But this was really a breakout from the all-time high. That's why that move was so long, so strong. And of course, we had zero interest rates. We had QE going on. We were early on in the cycle, where gold usually performs the best. So I think right now we're really set up for a strong move here. And, the miners now have come off these lows. You can see the GDX now moving towards its 200-day moving average. But when you think about it, even if you start buying up here, you're not really chasing. The GDX was 32, during that high, or 31 during that high here, and then 32, 31, 32. Now it's 28. Do the quick math. It's 10, 15, 10 to 12% below where gold was when gold was the same price level back in December. That's only like 3 months ago. And it's not like costs for gold has skyrocketed since there. And of course, we look at silver. Silver looks really good. Again, talking about trading in the box, the short-term box right here, about 2150 was resistance on the SLV. We're breaking that today. I actually recommended 3 silver stocks, or talked about 3 silver stocks last Thursday in the members edition of Stock Chart of the Day. And a lot of these stocks have popped huge in just the last 2 days after I talked about that on Thursday. Now, not all predictions are that accurate, but I'm pretty happy about it, because my theory is that silver is cheap compared to gold, and the silver stocks are even cheaper than the gold stocks, as cheap as the gold stocks are. And of course, you still have opportunities too, because I know a lot of the juniors that I own really have not even really caught a bid. But if we quickly look at that, this will be the last chart for today. The CDNX, same thing, kind of broke out of this box here at about 560. We've broken above the 200-day moving average for the first time since last summer. So it looks like the CDNX, which is mostly junior miners, you go look at this chart here, especially if at some point, if we go towards the 650 and we break 650, we can go towards the highs of 2021, 2022. Now, I would like to see a much bigger bull market. I'd like to see a bull market like the 2000s, when the CDX went from about 800 to over 3,000. But I'll take this kind of bull market too, because I know I was making all kinds of money in deals in 2020 and 2021. And if we can just have the CDNX go to this, so it's like double in value, many of the miners that I own are going to go up 2, 3, or sorry, 5, 10, 20x. So that I'll take that. No, I would like to see, again, this to be the start of a multi-year move like the 2000s. But if it's just a 2-year move, like 2020, really CNX didn't start rolling over to 2022. So really held up for a year and a half. It's just a year and a half move that lasts to, I don't know, like the end of next year. I'll take it. Beggars can't be choosers, especially in this kind of market. But that's what I just want to end up on this stock chart of the day. It looks like the gold stocks are now finally starting to break out and are doing very, very well. So everybody, take care, and we'll have a stock chart of the day for tomorrow. Pretty exciting week right now. Finally, I have to admit, I have been just personally kind of depressed in the last 6 to 9 months, because I do a lot in the mining sector. This is the worst I've ever seen it. And it's kind of affected me. No one is immune to this stuff. So it is nice. And I am happy to kind of see this. And hopefully we'll now really begin to make some money in the coming months. Thank you very much.